Hey, it's Mr. Ickup. That's individuals creating change, uplifting people. And I'm right back at you, dropping gems as I should. And like I always say, this is free game, but it's only free game if you don't apply it. So make sure you apply it, okay? Listen, this week has been crazy. I'm talking about crazy, crazy. People have made millions. It's been new millionaires made, new 100,000naires made, new thousandaires made, all from the market. Shout out that market money. If you scored this week, shout out to you. I salute. You know, I had a couple positions, holding some too. Got in at a good price. Not worried about any dips or anything like that. I am good to go. But I've been getting DMs like crazy. Like, man, I want to learn about the stock market, trying to get in the game. And I know it's a lot of people out here that share knowledge on stock gems. I have people come on to the financial fitness and share their insight on what things that they may know. But everybody, it's a lot of people that show you how to make the money, but it's a very few that show you how to keep it and show you how to protect it. And that's what I wanted to talk about today. Like, don't just see everybody scoring and want to just jump in head first into a 3 feet deep pool. It's a reason that it says no diving for a reason. Let me say that again. Don't dive in head first into a 3 feet pool. It's a reason it say no diving, right? So man, I was on Clubhouse today, man, and I had somebody had said something, so I had to use it, man. I had to use it. And they say, if you can't hang with the Bears, you can't run with the Bulls. And for y'all that's just getting into the stock game, bear is, in simple form, bear mean you think the stocks is going down. Bull, that mean you think the stocks is going up. Green. Bear red, bull green. So if you can't, so what they say again, hold on, let me get back to that. So if you can't hang with the Bears, you can't run with the Bulls. Meaning, like, if you getting into the stock market game and the stock that you've invested into happen to take a hit, if you can't withstand that heat, you're not going to be able to enjoy the up days. So if you sell for the low, when you going to be able to reap the benefits when it go up? So that's just what that quote means, just for me to break it down to y'all, because I know sometimes a lot of people talk about all these big words and then you can't understand, or some people may not grasp it. And I like to simplify things, so excuse me for that if I'm simplifying a little bit too much. But basically it means if you can't stand the motherfucking heat, get out the kitchen. That's what it means. If you can't stand the heat, get out of the kitchen. Seriously. And so going back to talking about the protection, everybody's going to tell you how to make the dough. Nobody's going to tell you how to protect the dough and keep the dough, because it's easy to make it, but it's not easy to keep it. So that's where I come in. If you've been checking out, my videos, been following me from way back when I started off talking about protection, keeping our houses, keeping our money, protecting our income. And, that is, I'm a protection first person. I feel that, you should have an emergency fund before you even think about investing. I know some people today just started investing and they are panicking that their accounts and portfolios are already down. So if you're panicking that your account is down, I hope that you have an emergency fund. And let me get to that. So Robinhood is always crashes. I don't particularly care for Robinhood. Robinhood sucks to me, but Robinhood always crashes. I think you should somebody on Clubhouse again. I'm taking some game from my people on Clubhouse because I be on there a lot. But my boy on Clubhouse, he said you really look at Robinhood like your cash app. And it's like Robinhood is for your play dough, like your play money, your little change over here. Okay, I got something to little play with, but you're not gonna keep the big money in Robinhood. That's just like your Cash App. You're not gonna have your big money in Cash App. You may have a few little bands in there, but you're not gonna have 500,000 an M in your Cash App. You're gonna have that at the bank, the institution. You're gonna have that somewhere where that FDIC covered $250,000. You don't know what Cash App covers. So it's the same thing with Robinhood. It's like you looking at that just like your Cash App. That's for your play dough. There's no reason you should have all your money in Robinhood. And as y'all seen today, what happens? And then another thing about Robinhood, not to just be bashing Robinhood, but I'm gonna get off of it. But you can't even name a beneficiary to your Robinhood account. So let's say you got 20,000, 10,000, 15,000, 30,000, whatever amount of money you got in this Robinhood account. God forbid something happens to you tomorrow. But how can your next of kin be able to get into your Robinhood account and be able to access, trade your stocks out, and access your money? How they gonna be able to do that if they don't got all your codes and your passwords and everything? How are they gonna get your dough off of your Robinhood? That's why you have it with a big institution, somewhere you can name a beneficiary. If something happens to you, your kids can still reap the benefits from your AMCs, your Gamestops. Well, hopefully you're not holding them that long, but anywho, yeah, hopefully they can reap the benefits. So, man, that's just something I just wanted to touch on with that Robinhood. But I'll say, man, it's a good starter for everybody that's starting to get into the game, man. Go ahead and get your free stock, man. If you want to get some free stock, I do have the link in my bio. Click the link in my bio, get you some free stock on me. We will get a free share together, and I will be just transferring it over into my E-Trade account. So that's what I'm going to do with mine. Just a little free game, but it's only free if you don't apply it. Come on now, don't do that. So let me get back into this money, right? Let me get back into this money. So, Robinhood, E-Trade, TD Ameritrade, all the major platforms, Webull, they all suspended the trading for Nokia, BlackBerry, GameStop, AMC, what is it, SunGrow, even American Airlines. They you couldn't put in no calls for them, so they stopped it. And it's crazy what the world is doing. How the Wall Street bets. If you've been seeing WSB all on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Stock Twits, and didn't know what it was, WSB is Wall Street bets. And they started this group chat on Reddit, and they got it going crazy. I'm talking about crazy. And they're making bets against these big hedge funds who shorted GameStop and who have shorts on these other retail stores. But you got to think about it. Do you think that you'll be going to the movies anytime soon? That's how I kind of think about, as far as when I buy into a company. Will I be going to the movies again? You answer that question while I'm talking. And if you think so, that should help you with if you should get AMC or not. But they ganged up on a retail. They dumping. Everybody's really eating right now. Tonight, it is moving actually back up after hours. Hold on. Let me see here. GameStop. After hours is up $118. So the Bulls are working their magic. They're buying right now. They're going crazy. Oh, let me get y'all a little free game. A lot of people want to know where I get a lot of information from. You can download Stock Twits. Stock Twits is like Twitter, but all we do in here is just talk and tweet about stocks. So if you're interested in the stocks, download Stock Twits. That was some free game. Now, if you don't apply it, I don't know. Maybe next time. So GameStop's up $118 after hours. AMC is up $2.66 after hours. So it looked like the Bulls are pushing, making a comeback, even though all the major platforms shut them down today. They still making a push. I'm still holding in a couple of these positions. Like I said, I got in so low that I mean, it doesn't matter basically what it dips down to. I'm not going to profit no matter what. My profit may not be as big as expected, but no matter what, it's going to be a profit. So it's a win-win. But you could, like I said, you got to know what you're doing. You got to know what you're getting in yourself into. Me, I know what my risk tolerance is. I know what I'm willing to risk. So, you do need to know that as far as like getting into these shares. And so that's what's basically happened. The Bulls are trying to push the hedge funds managers out of the game. They're trying to bankrupt them, and they're just trying to, man, get us, us regular retail investors, man, some dough, man. They're trying to have us wealthy like the rest of them. That's how I see it. Like back in the day, the only person that knew the information was the big hedge funds. So when something would happen with a company and it would tank, they will all get out. They will all sell their stocks because they knew what was going on. Just like the Martha Stewart, she had the inside trade. So now they shutting it down. They mad at us because we getting the information and we buying and we stuffing our pockets. Don't you think the world would be happier if everybody was getting money? If everybody was eating? If everybody could go grab a yacht? If everybody could go grab a Rari? I think the world would be a happier place. Let us feast. Let us feast. But yeah, that's what's going on. Do your due diligence. Even if you're getting some knowledge from somebody, some information, do a little bit of research. I mean, just don't just go be like, oh, okay, I'm gonna do this. At least look it up. At least Google. Google should be your best friend. Like, it's no reason that you're not taking advantage of this information, not Googling it. Google will tell you everything you need to know, almost. And then Instagram really tell you everything you need to know. And then you just got to do your own little, your little extra little digging. So, I don't know. I feel like I'm rambling tonight, but it's been crazy. It's been a big week. A lot of people that follow me, it's been a big week for them. And all off free game. Just all off free game. I haven't sold no information on nothing like that. I just been blessing people with this free information. I post what I know. I do my little research. I've posted what I've researched, and sometimes people take advantage of the opportunity, of what I post, in my story or wherever I do post it. So to everybody that follow me that hit this week, shout out to you. Let's keep stuff in our pockets like Santa do the stockings. And yeah. I hope I didn't rant too much for y'all today. I know you're used to me having a guest, but I just had to talk about this. I just had to talk about you don't have to be a genius to follow the money. I'm going to repeat that again. You don't have to be a genius to follow the money. And like I say, man, this is free game, but it's only free if you don't apply it. Everybody, I'm going to leave off with this. If you new to investing, I'm leaving off with this. If you're new to investing, I don't know how many times I need to repeat this. If you're new to investing, life insurance, that's first, because that's going to protect all of your investments. So you're going to have a big enough policy to cover all those investments. Second, emergency fund. Because third, once you get to investing and your account starts to drop, and you can't withstand that, your risk tolerance isn't what you thought it was, you may need to, and don't let life happen. And you need to do something, in your home or something, within life, you need that emergency fund. Because the last thing you want to do is go dig into your stock market money. And now the money that could have been sitting there growing is now being used because you didn't have an emergency fund. You didn't have life insurance. You wanted to play around with Robinhood. You didn't have a beneficiary tied to your account, and you was all around playing with the game. This is Mr. Ickup. I'll be right back at you next week, dropping gems as I should. Ickup!